Stop right now and listen closely, because what you are about to hear could permanently change the way you look at every single dime you have ever touched in your life. Imagine standing in your kitchen late at night, opening an old drawer or shaking a forgotten coin jar and hearing that familiar metallic sound. One small worn dime slides into your palm, dull, scratched, used, nothing special at first glance. Yet hidden inside that ordinary-looking coin could be a secret valued as high as $14 million. Today on Coin Value Guide, we are uncovering one of the most shocking modern coin stories ever whispered about among elite United States collectors, the 1989 Roosevelt One Dime Coin. A coin minted in massive numbers, used daily by millions of Americans, and ignored for decades. Yet a very specific used condition version has become one of the most aggressively hunted modern rarities in the numismatic world. And before your mind tells you that this sounds impossible, I want you to stay with me until the final moment, because step by step we are going to break down exactly how this coin exists, why it matters, what microscopic details transform it from pocket change into a $14 million artifact, and how someone just like you could safely sell it if lightning strikes twice. And right now, before the story deepens, gently tap the like button, because every like helps this message reach another collector who may unknowingly be holding a piece of American history. Now let us rewind to where this story begins. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose legacy was deeply connected to the March of Dimes and public health. By 1989, the Roosevelt dime was one of the most trusted and familiar coins in the United States economy. Minted primarily for circulation at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with the P producing millions upon millions of dimes intended to be spent without thought. And that is exactly why the most valuable examples hide so well, because when something feels common, no one looks closely. And this is where suspense quietly enters the room. During the late 1980s, the United States Mint was dealing with internal transitions, including die changes, quality control adjustments, and experimental production processes. And within that environment, a tiny number of 1989 Roosevelt dimes were created with characteristics that were never supposed to exist outside the mint. Coins struck with unusual die pairings, experimental plankett compositions, or transitional features that do not match standard production records. And here comes the first cliffhanger. These coins do not look magical, they do not shine brighter than others, and they do not announce themselves as valuable. In fact, many of them entered circulation and became used, scratched, and worn just like every other dime. Now imagine the irony: a $14 million coin aging quietly in someone's pocket. Now let us slow this down and explain step by step what separates the ordinary from the legendary. A standard 1989 Roosevelt One Dime Coin measures approximately 17.9 millimeters in diameter, carries a thickness of around 1.35 millimeters, and weighs close to 2.268 grams. It is composed of a copper-nickel clad structure bonded to a pure copper core, and on the surface this sounds completely normal, which is exactly why most people stop looking. But within these exact measurements, experts search for minute deviations, subtle metal response differences under testing, unusual strike pressure indicators, and die markers that match only a handful of confirmed examples. And here is where tension builds. Some of these rare 1989 dimes were struck using dies prepared for proof coins, while still intended for circulation, creating hybrid characteristics. Others show evidence of experimental metal testing during a time when the mint was evaluating long-term durability. And when these anomalies appear together, even on a used coin, collectors take notice immediately. Now pause and think about this for a second. How many times have you rejected a coin because it looked worn? If that realization hits you, type the word check in the comments, because awareness is everything in this hobby. Now let us talk condition, because this is one of the most misunderstood aspects of high-value coins. The used condition of this 1989 P. Roosevelt dime is not a flaw, it is a form of authentication. Natural wear tells a story of circulation untouched by modern interference. Collectors at this level prefer originality over shine because a cleaned or polished coin loses its surface, history, and its credibility. And listen carefully, because this single mistake has destroyed fortunes. Never clean a coin like this, never polish it, never attempt to improve it, because the moment you do, you erase the very evidence experts rely on. Now comes the next suspenseful chapter: authentication. No $14 million coin is accepted on faith alone. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC are essential because they use advanced equipment to analyze metal composition, strike integrity, die alignment, weight tolerance, and historical mint data. When a used 1989 P. Roosevelt dime passes authentication, the atmosphere changes instantly. Serious collectors step forward, auction houses prepare discreet strategies, and conversations move behind closed doors because coins at this level are not treated casually. Now let us answer the most important question: how do you sell a coin like this safely and correctly? The answer is not social media, not random buyers, and not rushed decisions. The right selling places are elite auction houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries, which specialize in ultra-rare United States coins and attract global buyers with deep pockets. These firms handle security, documentation, marketing, and competitive bidding, which is how record-breaking prices are achieved. Another powerful option is a private sale through a certified dealer affiliated with PCGS or NGC, who can quietly connect you with top-tier collectors. And while people often ask about online marketplaces, the reality is serious. $14 million buyers do not browse casually. They demand certification, provenance, and legal clarity. Now, as the suspense tightens, I want you to subscribe to Coin Value Guide, because this channel exists to protect collectors, educate beginners, and reveal hidden value stories exactly like this one. Every subscription helps us continue researching coins that mainstream media ignores, and now here is the truth that brings everything together. The 1989 P. Roosevelt One Dime Coin is not valuable because of hype or fantasy. It is valuable because of rarity, timing, and human oversight, because a small number of coins escaped normal production, carrying secrets no one noticed for years. And somewhere right now, a used dime sits quietly in a jar, wallet, drawer, or inherited collection, waiting for someone informed enough to look closer. If this video changed the way you see your coins, share it with another collector friend or family member, because knowledge shared multiplies opportunity. And if you truly enjoyed this breakdown and want to support the channel, send a super thanks. It helps us continue uncovering rare coin value stories like this one. Stay subscribed, stay curious, and stay alert, because the next $14 million coin story could already be sitting in your hands, waiting to be discovered.